What's up, everyone? This is the Chicago Sports Talk, Michael, here today with another video slash topic. Now, before anybody, first and foremost, subscribe, leave a like if you're new. Now, this is a rumor, but don't go, so I wouldn't go over crazy over this. NFL notifications posted a thing earlier today that the Chicago Bears have been making calls. They attend to sign a new edge rusher prior to training camp in 2 weeks. The timing of this isn't a huge surprise. Most veterans prefer to wait until the season close to start training camp before deciding on a new team to join. So I have been the biggest names available, including Yannick Godway, Janavion Clowney, Justin Houston, Jason Pierre-Paul, and that other Charles Dunlap. So I could go through those lists of people and tell you about their prefer, but honestly, it would be kind of boring. Or they could trade for Chase Young, Darnell Hunter, or no, I mean Daniil Hunter. Or they can trade for Montez Sweat, whichever preferred they want to go that route. So I did a video on this 3 days ago, and I said that I'm not going to rule it out of the possibility that the Chicago Bears do not add anything to the pass rush, and they're going to go into the season with the current pass rushers that they have on the team right now. But this rumor, if it's true, it's telling me otherwise. It's telling me that Brian Poles is definitely looking into consideration. Now, do I believe this is true? I don't know. I can answer that for you because this is not a reliable source, even though it has a blue check mark, even though any account can have a blue check mark. I could have a blue mark check on Twitter, and I'm not even close to where I'm at right now. So, if you're going to ask me if this is 100% accurate, I'm going to tell you I don't know. But gun to my head, I think Ryan Poles knows that edge is a huge weakness on this team, and he either has to address it or he's going to go into the season with only having two of the pass rushers, that being DeMarcus Walker and Travis Gibson. Now, I did a video saying that if Ryan Poles were to not, if he got interviewed and be like, oh, why didn't you add a pass rush? They said that they feel like the agents that they looked at did not fit their scheme. So I know Yannickin has been talked about, like, oh, he'll go to a contender. If he wanted to go to a contender, then why are contender teams offering him a contract? At this point, Yannickin's gonna have to take a 1-year deal with a team like the Bears at this point, even if he wants to be with a contender. But the reports are saying that he's interested into 9 million and 10 million, and the Bears are a team that does not have a problem because they have 31 million in counting over cap space. Like I said, they could trade for Chase Young or Daniil Hunter. They could sign Janavion Clowney, which, like I said, would very be interested into signing Janavion, but he'll provide some spark and provide veteran for the young people. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat this to say if it's true or if it's not true. I'm just gonna give you my observation and tell you that I do not know if this rumor is accurate. Because even though it has a blue check mark, it is not Ian Rappaport. It is not Adam Schefter, who are probably not really probably, but they're probably reliable reporters, even though that people say that they sometimes get stuff wrong. I don't know if this report's accurate. We have to wait and see. As 2 weeks before training camp starts, I believe it starts not next Friday, but the following Friday. That's where training camp begins. The question will be answered and the deadline will it's like, when it's like you're given a homework assignment and you have a deadline to complete the assignment. We won't know until the deadline passes if they're going to add a pass rusher or they're going to stick to their current group. Now, if I was Ryan Poles, if there's no other option, I would probably, if Yannickin does not want to go to the Bears, if he's very interested in taking a contender and you want to go with a option that you're familiar with, that you know that you can get the best with, it would have to be Justin Houston. Justin Houston is very familiar with Ryan Poles. And even though he is very old, you can still get good veteran leadership out of him to the young rookies. But like I said, if I was Ryan Poles, if Yannickin doesn't want to take the deal, if he really is invested in a contender team, which the Bears are not a contender team, I have been called a homer by millions of people, but I will sit here and tell you that the Bears are not a contender yet. So why? So Jadeveon Clowney, I'm not interested in him. He's injury prone. Jason Pierre-Paul doesn't have any good left in the tank. Yannick Ngakoue is probably the best option. But realistically, do you see Yannick Ngakoue? Well, Yannickin doesn't have a choice. Right? No team, no contender is not knocking at his door at the moment. Even though he has had I don't know, like somewhat great career ever since he left Jacksonville. But like I said, if you're Ryan Poles, what would you do? I'm gonna leave with that a question. If anyone wants to leave a comment down below, hit the subscribe button. As always, bear down.